Hello there, everyone on YouTube. Welcome to another episode here on this Bree campaign of Divide and Conquer version 1.2. So far, there's been I know there was a lot of changes into this mod. Hang on a second, because my microphone is not really well placed. It's making me confuse myself. Okay, so there were a
Yes,
lot
my
of
lord.
changes. Especially, most of the bugs have been corrected as far as I know. They know the current bugs, which is cool. Now, right now there's
My lord.
some stuff happening because I know that Furnace Terrain is probably under heavy stress from the Angmar stuff. Let me
Without
see if I
question.
can. Oh, finally I found it. I don't know all the locations of these places. I know that it's probably
Yes.
one over here. I
Stopping
know that this
here.
agent has talked, so
Yes,
there's
my
no
lord.
based on that. So I talked to Isengard as well. I gotta find out Rohan. I
Tomorrow's
don't know if
journey
they're over
planned
there
out.
yet or not.
My lord.
And I could use a couple of spies, but
Your
for now I
orders,
need
my
to
lord.
get over here. I think I can actually conquer southern Tharbad before anything here starts being a problem.
Yes, my
And I
lord.
should get a tower here. Just make sure because it's the
This
last.
tower will keep vigil over the lands.
Okay, I'm
I
glad I actually
respect
sent
you,
it
my
there.
enemy.
Barrow Whites. Hang on a second. This town can be overrun if they
Your
go there.
orders, my lord.
Okay, but
With
so can
honor.
Bree, and I cannot build anything. Just that. Well, hopefully they won't attack, because I really have nothing nearby to deal with
Your
that.
will, my
I've
lord.
sent everything down here,
Yes, my lord.
including this guy. Well, this guy has to go top.
We shall continue
He's gonna be
tomorrow.
the next general. I'm gonna put him on the
We can
fort
go no
there.
further, my lord.
And I know that I was saving the money to get the Dunedin Rangers. So that's 3 turns. That's exactly what I gotta do. Okay, let's end up the turn. Well, hopefully we won't have any problems against these rebels here. It's a 3-star general. That's as good as nothing. Oh, it's still good, but not not annoying. Dunland did nothing, which is good. The turn is passed for them. And yeah, a gift. I received 1,000 coins. They come really well because I should be able to get a couple of more money buildings, right? Let me just confirm if everything, where is actually the best spot to do so. So who provides the most income? That'll be Bree and Michelle Delving. Those are the ones that I kind of have to gather the most. But I also want to get maybe Sackville here. I really need these places. These chicken farming, just so I can grow everywhere. Argonne is a good place, but I don't have a lot of money, but that might change.
Be gone.
Now, I'm pretty sure that
Orders.
this hobbit, this army
Your
won't
orders, my
attack
lord.
over there on Matraith. If they do so, then I'll
Yes, my lord.
catch up. Let me
My
just see if
lord.
there are any other surprises here and
Approaching
there.
quietly.
No, I gotta try that he has
Approaching quietly.
he has a lot of small
I will only
armies,
address you.
Your
which means
orders,
that
my
I can
lord.
probably get everyone
Your will, my
going.
lord.
Yes, my lord.
You know,
To
I would
battle.
be able probably to
Glory.
hit.
Honor. Victory.
Okay, there's a couple of bandits here for recruitment, but I'll save the money. I mean, let me get the thing straight. So I think
Be
I
gone.
should attack these places while he has
Come
a
and
couple
get
of units here
coward.
on the side, because that probably will allow the garrison to sally out, and I'll capture cities with
Orders.
much less of a problem.
Your orders,
Now
my lord.
this army can pretty much handle himself,
Your will,
and
my
maybe I
lord.
can actually attack here with this guy. Hang on, let me check. It can actually attack. So if I
By
move
your
here,
command, be
what do they
gone.
have? The Landing Warriors and some clan axemen. Well,
Yes, my
this guy
lord.
has a
With honor.
unit.
Assembling a
So what do I
mighty
have? I
host.
have some watch
Your orders,
sheriffs,
my
a
lord.
lumberman, and actually 2 archers. Well, one and a
I will
half.
only address you in battle.
I don't think
Yes,
this
my
is
lord.
actually a good idea here, honestly. but I'll leave it to that. Do I want to recruit any units? I'm not sure. I think not.
Your orders, my lord.
For now, I believe the best course of action is actually
We
to attack
shall
these
engage.
guys. So what do they have? A couple of Dunland berserkers and Dunland warband. Yeah, this is about what he can recruit in one
Muster
turn
your
or something.
courage, men.
So that's
We
good.
march into battle.
That's cool. The main objective here, right now I'm kind of rushing Dunland. Hopefully I can finish them out without having to suffer too much against, stacks or anything like that. If I can rush them, then only two major threats would be there, Enidwaith and the orcs to the north. At least I want to weak the Dunland a lot. If I can capture north and south and Tharbad, then that's perfect. Alright, so this seems to be the best course of action. Group up, shift 1. You guys, I don't really want a skirmish. Let's put them here. Use whatever weapons you can muster. Those are interesting. There we go. So let's start up the battle. Now, I don't know if they're going to move in for a change. No. Yeah, this has changed from previous Divide and Conquer. Previously, he would always attack, which is, not always the best course of action. So right now I'm actually liking this a little bit. Finally the AI tries to find out the best terrain to defend and goes for it. It also leads to different types of battles, as in, let's say that I was with Rohan, I would definitely use horse archers a little bit more so that I could take advantage that he will move in order to, catch specific units off guard, while moving and stuff like that. Now, I can move these guys here, I believe, without drawing the hunters. Gotta be careful on that. Group 1 run, Group 2 run. And let me see, I think I'll be able to do this. Yeah, I don't see any specific movements there. The huntsmen are missile, but they are javelins, so they cannot attack my cavalry. So my cavalry is now well positioned. Now, yeah, I should have movement. Let me see that. There are a couple of guys who can hit there. So let's go there. Hello, King of Madness! How you doing, mate? Welcome once more. So, did you manage to install the version 1.2? If so, which campaign did you start it? Share with me some news. What news of the North? Or the South, or, whatever. Maybe you decided to go with Mordor. I don't know. It's too bad that actually the hot seat doesn't work for these campaigns for Third Age. It's kind of a bummer. I was thinking on going with a hot seat, but no, the wife wanted to go to dinner. Oh, food. Who needs food? Come on, man. You should give her just a moldy bread. Like, I'm kidding. The movie Third Age, where they haven't eaten anything but molten bread. Well, actually, if you can find out how to make lamba bread, that would be awesome. Because, bread that will fulfill your needs with just a little bit of a crumb, that would be perfect. That would be everything that I would eat, And my wife probably, because she loves bread. She's like a sucker for bread. She's like, bread that is her favorite meal is actually bread. Specifically if it has just been made, when it comes really hot, I'll give her the lembas bread. Yeah, man, that would be awesome. If someone would invent that, I would actually, if I was a millionaire, I would actually try to get someone to invent that. Come on, that would be perfect. Alright, but let me know when you installed it. Are you already considering a specific faction? Which one do you feel like you like the most in terms of gameplay?
This way.
Okay, these guys, they're not moving, so I gotta take advantage of this and move really fast. Yeah, he's going for me, so I'm gonna get away. Let me get away here so that they actually, you know, they will move a little bit closer to my archer fire. Alright. Hang on a second. But still on that conversation, can you imagine if we had lembas bread? I mean, you know, just the thought of it, you know, a small crumb will feed you for days. Which is kind of interesting. You know, I have cats and I give them rations, you know. I don't know how to say that, you know, specific food for cats, of course. You know, like cereals for them. And no one has no one thought on doing that with, you know, with humans. You know, here's a package of 15 kilos of everything you need. Now that would ease up so much. I mean, it would throw out the cooking, but still, some people might like it. You know, I mean, it's 2017. Where's the pills that you take and it's protein and you eat it and that's it? I like that also I might do a Lothlorien campaign and maybe try a Rune campaign. Oh, both are really cool. I mean, I didn't play Lothlorien, I played Imladris. Lothlorien just seems really nice as well. I think the next ones also I'll, you know, in terms of next campaigns, I'm thinking on Rune as well, so I kind of agree on that. You know, I like to have a good offset of good evil factions. Hang on a second. This isn't gathering enough light now. Okay, that's cool. Finally, my archers are starting to fire. You know, if we had Lember's bread, there will be no world hunger. There will be no world hunger at all, man. Actually, that would be, you know, if Lember's bread was in some kind of a game, you know, like a civilization game, it would be housing capabilities and you know, sanitation capabilities through the roof. You know, suddenly you can support a lot of more people. The local units look really good. Yeah, man, all that shiny golden armor. You know, it's just shiny golden armor. Okay, I've made a mistake here. I didn't let my archers attack. I actually let my archers use the attack here. And let's get the archers down. And these guys, let's charge the Dunland huntsman. Yeah, I knew that this would happen, so I gotta move these guys away. I didn't want to move my archers
The
away.
battle is very much in our
Fort
favor.
Axeman.
Victory will be
Might
ours.
as well send them here. I mean, probably they're gonna go here. I think the cavalry is just gonna do everything here, so that's okay. Yeah, let's charge these guys. I'm charging the huntsman, but these berserkers will die with this
Good
charge.
tidings. The enemy general
Actually, the
lies
general
dead.
has already died.
The enemy
Along
are
with
badly bloodied.
the timing
They
of
have
my
lost half
charge,
their men.
probably everyone is going to start
The
routing.
enemy army flees
Yeah.
the field. Pursue and run them down.
That's just too much, you know. Losing the captain there, it's not a general. It doesn't give too many bonuses. But losing that captain and then, what do you want? What do I have on my teeth? You're checking my teeth. This is Audia, by the way. She's really awesome. She just wants cuddles every single time that I'm recording. I don't know why. It's probably because I'm here, you know, and for her it seems like I'm doing nothing. Oh well. For you to check the cat in case you're a cat lover. There she is. It's a Siamese cat. She's really lovely. So, talking about cats while conquering the world. Well, it's not the known world. But we were talking earlier, I can't wait to see the new units they have, because I had version 0.5. There's a lot of new units, but mostly I'm going to tell you what it feels in terms of difference. So far, I haven't seen these two things that kind of bugged me. So in terms of battles, they now search for the best, the best terrain to defend. this didn't happen because usually if you were attacked, if you were attacking or if you're defending, the AI would always attack you. So kind of every single battle was a defense battle. Right now that doesn't feel. I feel like I have to attack. Second thing, they don't put their archers in loose formation too much. I had quite an argument with someone on the stream as well because I was trying to explain this. The loose formation specifically is supposed to defend against missile forces. It's not supposed to defend against, melee, because your units will be spread out. They cannot engage properly. Let's say that 3 to 4 men from a closed position can engage one that is on loose formation, so he will always lose. However, since they increase the stats of morale and melee defense in most of these things, I cannot get the good glimpse. Much better now, the camera. Sorry about that. So since they cannot get a good glimpse of the, since they, I lost my mind there. Loose formation versus close formation. So loose formation should defend against missile and should be very weak against cavalry charges, for instance. However, some specific units have such higher stats in terms of morale and everything that it actually helps using loose formation against cavalry charges. This is how it works. The cavalry charges also stop instead of going through with what is a loose formation. On a loose formation, a cavalry would just roam around, kind of like when you're pursuing. There's no formation, that's why you can get into their ranks and kill them. So what happens on the loose formations, however, on this mod specifically, is that the cavalry stops once it hits the initial units. So why would they stop? There's nothing that actually stops them. A close formation, the cavalry can't punch through. So it kind of bummed me. It's something like, of course, they're trying to make the game a little bit with a better feel, because if you play medieval vanilla, it's still a good game, but most units will rout kind of like immediately. There's a lot of let's make battles a little bit faster because it takes way too long in the game. A game of Total War takes always a long time. Oh, well, makes sense if you really look at it. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a mechanic. To go a little bit further into it, King of Madness. So let's say that you have Medieval 2 vanilla, and you make a charge on loosened archers. They will rout. I don't care what archer unit it is and what cavalry unit you're using. Usually, they will simply go, okay, he caught a cavalry unit catching a loosened archer formation. Loosened archer formation dies. However, since you increase the stats specifically for morale and stuff like that on Third Age, they don't rout, which actually means that the loose formation is helpful for that. This also happened specifically on some, on Rome Total War, for instance. It was something that they changed from Rome Total War to Medieval 2. So this mod kind of, changes it a little bit. So what I would like for the mod to do is maybe change or tweak a little bit on how the campaign, the cavalry behaves. I don't know if that can be tweaked or not, but that would be excellent. That would be, pinpoint everything working well. I have children to feed. Well, since you have children to feed, they won't need to feed you again, since I executed. So that's fine.
Tomorrow.
It doesn't
Yes,
really
my
work.
lord.
Okay, I got some money out, which means that I probably can get some more stuff. So, okay, not the Traveler's Rest. Really don't need that. Do I have anything at all that I can build? Not really. Okay. Okay, I
Your
kind of
orders,
wanted to
my
fight
lord.
this here, but not really.
Yes, my lord.
Now, I could get a couple of bandits, even though they're really weak. And I will use them to get Northern Tharbad and Southern Tharbad some garrison. So I think so. I think that's good. And I also get a good guy there. Okay, let me check one thing. I think there's a couple of places here. Okay, so this is allied. This is from Northern Dunland. It's cool. Argond might be in trouble if I'm not careful. But we'll see about that. Oh, I muted just in time. Okay, guys, sometimes I'll shift my camera. That's just I don't want you to see, you know, blow my nose or something. I've noticed that when I was playing with Imladris and using my Cav against this Naga, that when they go into loose formation, they would never run, and then I would start losing some units. Exactly. Like, and you're using heavy cavalry against Nagas. Just the impact alone should rip, you know, half of the unit. Instead, it doesn't do that, however. Even if I got a good charge in. Exactly. So I can understand that a charge won't be as effective, let's say, to a unit of archers that also has a spear as a secondary unit weapon, but not against, like you're saying, Snag archers. Come on, those guys should be ripped immediately to pieces with a charge. There's nothing to stop the charge in it. However, that's the point. I forgot to say that on this mod. However, I haven't seen that as much. Like the AI won't loosen up as much, only if you're attacking with archers. It used to be previously he immediately gets them into loose formation and doesn't bother taking them away from loose formation in case he's going to face a charge of cavalry. You know, that's a couple of changes here. Spike. I got Spike here. He's kind of a decent one, but he doesn't have the Night Fighter, which I would love to. So I'm going to wait and see if I can get that. Send an emissary to the King of Rohan. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to explain my decisions.
Without question.
I'm not going to talk to them yet, because I have 5 turns, and then he will give me another thing.
Yes,
so I'm going to use my diplomat just to spot and see
without
how
question.
Edris is going, for
Yes.
instance. Is he...
Without question.
Yeah, it seems like
Edris
Edris is going
tomorrow.
fine. That's Thildred there. They changed it. Thildred is not immediately killed here. Okay, Enedwaith is at war with me and with the Dunlands. I don't know what happened, but suddenly Enedwaith is at war with me. They just declared war. And they declared war to Dunland as well, I don't know. Okay, Furnace Terrain, I gotta keep an eye on these. Okay, Anuminous is gonna fall. And after that, my whole Shire.
Yes,
so I have this turn to conquer southern or northern Tharbad. Yeah, there's nothing. So I hope this army will actually flee, so that it flees near northern Tharbad and I can capture it. Please flee.
As you command.
They didn't flee. So farming archers, clan hunters, and everything else is fine. Let's attack it. Let's attack it. So I gotta send my my hobbits right to the top now, and I'll use whatever money I can get in order to get more units on the top. I just need defensive units. I don't need attacking units. You know, just a couple more archers than usual. Some units to face off charges, but nothing too fancy. You know, basic militia should do the trick in a defensive position. Alright, so far so good. Let me put shift 1 on these guys. Now this is a rather difficult battle, because I don't want to lose too many men. I think I'm going to put my brigands actually on the right side. There we go. Kind of like a flanking unit. You know, when you have weak units, I like to put them as flankers. Specifically if they are units who just hack and slash. You know, weak units against cavalry and stuff like that. I also want to play the Massive Overhaul submod. Moss is really good. It allows you to, for instance, over here you always have garrisons, you always have Eternal Nazguls and stuff like that. On Moss you can satisfy yourself and just make sure that you get the proper scripts going. And since you can choose so much stuff, it's really interesting. Right, so he's in a very bad position there. I don't like that. Let me just position them better overall. Like, his position is one. Yeah, he's now moving, so I gotta move as fast as possible in order to get them, my units, to the best location. What I usually like is to catch them, um, to catch these guys while moving, because they will take extra casualties. I was explaining that I like to use light infantry, which is really fast, to charge on the backs, because the effect is the same, even if it's a cavalry charging or heavy cavalry charging, or if it's a unit of peasants, they would always get the morale hit of being attacked on the back. So always reserve some units for that. Okay, everyone just run. Right now I like this. I'm gonna leave them since so many of them are attacking. Now these are pikemen, they won't take too many losses. There's some farming archers and clan hunters, which I won't bother with. And this doesn't actually have a lot of units that can face off cavalry, so that's cool as well. I'm kind of bummed that these dwarven travelers don't have as much range. I mean, I should probably move these guys a little bit forward, because I kind of want them to attack. If you want to play the Moss mod, you can actually have both mods installed, by the way, King of Madness. There is how to have multiple installations of Third Age Total War and submods. There is if you specifically search for that, you'll find a link that lets you know about it. It lets you know how to do it, in case you want to do that. Okay, I'm just going to move this guy here, because I'm pretty sure the clan hunters won't attack it. And now I'm hitting a lot of these guys. Usually I wouldn't move the archers away, I would move the infantry in. This time I'm actually going to move the archers away. Why? Because I want to move them in flanks. There we go. There we go. So archers are no longer firing. Cavalry units may be able to charge here. There's nothing that can stop them except these Dunland warriors. And might as well hit these guys with some X-Men. I have the lumbermen here. Let's move them there. There we go. So I want to hit the Dunlanding warriors with at least a good volley.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
So farming archers and clan hunters are suffering a little bit against this cavalry force. You can notice that they actually didn't take... This is the effect that I showed you. It doesn't take too many losses, from a cavalry charge, which is so interesting to see. Okay, the pikemen are arriving. Bandits are here. I want to send these guys over to the clans. Okay, these guys can keep hitting them because they are on the flanks. This guy can hit these guys. Okay, might as well just hit a couple of these clan X-Men. Now my cavalry, it can do a lot of damage, but now they're attacking the pikemen, so I gotta move them right away back. There we go. Don't want to lose anyone there. And these are clan X-Men. So these guys are routing. Let's tell them to attack, actually. Let's tell them to attack these clan hunters.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
I'm gonna send the Bree militia versus the pikemen. Just because I have nothing else to do. Archers are hitting some of these guys. I was expecting them to kinda replenish, and that's exactly what happened. Now let's see who he's chasing. These Fort X-Men. Yeah, I think my archers are doing way too much
If we continue
stress.
like this, the enemy general abandons it.
Let's put these guys here. The archers. The objective is kinda to hit these pikemen, while this bodyguard is gonna chase or give chase to these guys. I know that Probably the farmhand pikeman will try to hit me. There we go. But with so many units, probably they'll rout. I'm counting on it. Now these archers, let's just stop that.
The enemy army
Yeah,
flees the
they're running
field.
away now.
Pursue
Okay,
and run
cool.
them down.
So you can chase those. This guy can chase these. And these guys can chase these ones. Let's move in. Right, so I killed all of these clan spearmen. Let's take these guys away. Now this will rob me of the option to hit the hang on, let me get these clan X-Men. This will rob me of the option to get the the city right away, because I'll leave no one alive, but that's a lot of units and I don't want to have to face them again. Let's go over here. This guy didn't made it. Yes, it did, so he's gonna chase the farmhand pikemen, which are much more important. There we go. These guys... Okay, I gotta hit these clan spearmen. Those might rout entirely. Yeah, let's hit these guys. Come on. And let's times 6. Now that this guy's cleaning up the farmhand pikemen, let's hope that we can chase all of these guys. Kinda. That's good. We cleared everything, I think. Yeah, 15 men that left, so that's nothing. I lost 93 men. So this was a good battle overall. I managed, but then again, that's the idea. You manage to get your archers going. That's exactly what you need. And then pretty much a good charge on their archers to avoid further casualties from them. Because most of the time the AI will cause casualties by the number of missile units they have, not number of heavy hitters. You know, it's very easy to deal with the heavy hitters, it's very difficult to deal with the archers themselves. Execute them all. And I'm kind of hoping that I can get...
Honorable, glorious victory.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping
Your
that he will
orders, my
try
lord.
to attack
I
me.
will only address you in battle.
So I'm going to put myself here
Yes.
and siege the city.
Yes, my lord.
There we go.
We shall
Just going to build a ram, why not?
We
It takes
shall
7
prevail.
turns. But the objective
Yes.
is that he will send everyone that he has over here. Now, I have this spy. I want to check here if there's anything else.
Your orders, my lord.
This guy should be reinforcements,
honor.
but I gotta send him to Hobbiton because Numinous, I don't know if he would manage. And I can recruit a couple of units here and there. These guys in 1 turn, so I'm gonna save the money. Yeah, I'm gonna save the money because I need to build those guys up. Hang on a second.
The enemy has surrounded us.
Okay, that wasn't expected. You know, I still haven't dealt with Dunland, and suddenly the remnants of Angmar and Inidwaith are attacking me. That's not good at all. But you know, Edris is under siege. Okay, see,
I'm gonna stick you.
this guy is losing the battles. I think Anuminus is safe for now. Such complete in Mitraith. I got some money out. That's good. So let me check here. I can recruit these guys. These guys I cannot recruit yet. And Sackville, I know it has this available. 13 turns. 13 turns. Now, I don't want the Dunedain ranges yet. I need the better units. Right now, what I'm hoping for is some good buildings. A leather worker would be nice. But I really need anything that provides income. So let me check that. Don't have anything that provides income, actually. So I'm just going to wait on that.
Yes, my lord.
Now this guy, for sure, you're going to move forward to Magdalene. That's okay. And does he have anyone around here? He has this army, and he has this army,
Coward.
and he moved the other ones. So here's what I'm
Your
gonna do.
orders, my lord.
I'm gonna avoid the siege. I'm gonna lift the
With
siege,
honor. Pulling back from
attack
the walls.
this guy. Hopefully
To
he's
command.
gonna retreat.
Glory.
Okay, he
Honor.
retreated into the city.
Victory.
Okay,
Yes, my lord.
let's
We
siege it then.
shall engage.
I don't know if I can maintain this for too long, you know. This is just
I will
one
only
unit,
address you
so he's
in
not gonna
battle.
take it easily, you know. It can hang on a couple of turns. I might as well just build some units here. 11 turns, it can't. Okay. Guys, for YouTube, I think that'll be it. But I'm gonna continue here on the stream. So thank you guys for watching on YouTube, and bye-bye.